Quinn checks out the other direction. 8-minute power rune, though, is coming up, and both teams are going to be fighting for it. The fighting continues in the side lanes as well.
They really want this Weaver bottom before the time lapse comes in. But this is when DOTA2 is still susceptible in this lane. You have so much nuke damage. You want the urn charge.
And with the blood grenade, he's got stick charges. Nice silence. Come down, the support from Tofu might just be... This fight, DOTA2 final hit comes in. They do trade out cores.
And they get a lot of the Chen creeps off this, honestly.
Oh, yeah, he's got no teleport and no TP scroll, so it's going to be a 2-for-1 in that regard.
2-1.
Be a 2-for-1 in that regard.
And I mean, Celery, he got so much out of that bottom, man. This Chen
look at this rotation. Ravage straight up into the meteor hammer. With the supports coming in from behind. They can silence him and make sure there's no chance of getting off a Sunder.
I'm surprised Hector lingered this long up here. He'd already thrown out the Sunder. I mean, this is a hammer tide, a tough lane to stand on when he has the mana for the Ravage. Connect is just too easy here. Now you're going to get the pressure of the tower. Can Hector come back to this lane? Probably not still. Unless Nouns are willing to rotate more cores up here, which you could do, as you're still holding on to this Magnetize on Gunnar. Just not found the opportunity to use it.
Oh, he really has it. DOTA2, the first round stun, which is going to set up into Gunnar. Now, he's already popped the Shikuchi, but he does have time lapse, and they don't have enough control to move. Doesn't have his level 6 yet. He's just a little bit away, but he's not going to be able to get it. Meanwhile, Quinn, very efficient use of his Arcane Rune in that play, as he managed to come down here, get a kill with that Arcane Rune, has his abilities back up. Towers again, which it is coming. 10 and a Meteor Hammer. You're almost guaranteed as Gaming Gladiators to have a tower.
And the Roshan threat, very high in this game with the Swarm plus the minus armor. Chen's going to give you with a fast solar crest here. Gush on top of it, Pangler coming through with Lucky Shot. It's another one of those tempo lineups that can just decimate you with the armor differential here. So yeah, you...
If Quinn can connect here, it would be massive for Gaming Gladiators.
Sunder coming back up. Seconds on the cooldown is now up for Hector. So there's turnaround potential on this play. If you cannot burst him here, it could go really wrong.
They're going to get on top of him. Silence and the stuns. K1 Hector doesn't really have much help coming in. They're going to use the Rolling Thunder. Last bit of damage required is going to have to come from Quinn, but they do manage to get off the Sunder onto the support. Yamson is going to be sacrificed to keep K1 Hector alive, and he will have to TP back all the way back to the fountain, so it's not even like base out of that. Meanwhile, though, DOTA2 did die in the bottom lane. The first use of the secrets from the Brewmaster. They're also going to get that tower.
Just got run down off the root from Lelis, and this is going to result in a very fast tier 1 out of nowhere that was pretty fun, right? So this is a lot of catch-up farm for Mu, putting the first ult to pretty good use here, extra XP.
He's going to catch up even more if he can complete that Hannah Midas pretty soon.
I mean, you get the Midas here from Mu, I think you're really happy with how this early game ended up, considering of how much pressure that lane was creating on you. Just got to turn it around, big core kill into the tower, into an acceleration item. Yeah, you're really happy with that, especially if you can use this next rule to defend mid.
Yeah, the question is that too greedy, right? Because you know Gaming Gladiators are going to be putting a lot of pressure on you in this next 10 to 15 minutes.
There's some truth there, right? Like, you're giving up an early fighting item to go for this Midas, and you know the tower pressure is going to come fast. Midas and Chen can say, I did my part.
Underneath tower, but may not matter. Blue Terrorize, though, coming out from Lilith. This may buy Gunnar some time to get more Magnetize stacks onto Quinn. Nails him with the next rolling Volvo as he tries to swashbuckle away. Caught in, though, by Tofu. Great spellbound, and they're going to be able to catch him into the hammer. Into the hammer. The chase does the real, but Gunnar is somehow still alive, and he's
going in.
With the Magnetize, he's going to chase after Tofu. Tofu gets the armor. What a turnaround for him. The luck of the gods showing up just in time. Layla's trying to finish up in support and walk away while K1 Hector is feasting on heroes right now. He shows up last of the fight, but he will claim lives here. Oh, Ace actually not too afraid. He's going to try and get this meteor hammer in time, but Yamson's already teleported away. The tower survives for now, but damage is done, and Ace is still here with that meteor hammer.
They clean up some Chen creeps. I mean, very good shield rune on the end for Gaming, and Ace just powering through with the damage in this fight. That is an absurd amount of damage for a Tidehunter to be doing in 12 minutes in this engagement. You can show how much, I mean, it shows how much Nouns want to defend this mid tower, and you can't blame him. You hold this tower for another couple. It secures a lot of your map, buys Hector time. There's no way to stop it. It is inevitable. Ace is inevitable, as he has been all season long. He will push himself to the top of the board here. I mean, a tremendous Tidehunter game. And he's going to become an issue because you don't really have direct burst damage or stack building heroes to take him down. There's a lot he can dispel in this game between the Dark Willow, the Magnetized. You can toss him in the air and take the fight 5-on-4. That is a route Nouns can think about going, but for now, Ace is going to be a brick wall.
A brick wall that is particularly important for Gaming Gladiators, as much of their success throughout the season has been based around him and his playstyle, which that did become weaker with some changes in the game, but it seems like Gaming Gladiators have maybe found a position for Ace to really take over the game. That hit again, nice hit with the Terrorize, lined it up into the stun. Gunnar easily has the control to bring down the Weaver.
And this is going to be Nouns' biggest target the whole game. DOTA2, we've seen him on this Weaver before, right? He has some bad deaths, but this is also a hero that's very susceptible once you start getting killed once. It just starts rolling. That's a 4th death for the gaming carry on a hero that ideally will give them Roshan and a siege mechanism at a certain point. Build level 9 on the Weaver at 14 minutes. He is falling behind in XP. Nouns got a few more cheeky kills on him. This is a way to just bump your supports up, help you take some tower defense fights.
Yeah, who cares if they're taking all your towers if their hard carry is still or outmatch the and invisibility and sidestep that boulder across. He's going to get some information out here, though they need to know he's here. Can they bait him in somehow? They're afraid there's more behind him, so they're just going to back out.
Your defusal timing on the Pango. Ravage back up for Ace. He's a little bit off the blink, but it did drop the smoke from Gaming to push into the Nouns triangle. However, they vacated it. For whatever reason, they knew it was coming. However, they're just going to run it back. Ace trying to control both jungles right now. Without a blink, this initiation's a little difficult. Hector see it coming, the tree line.
If they get around, just around this corner and find him, maybe it's possible. Slow him down, get on top of things, while the Ravage is going to go out. Big burst damage and no mana and silence. Too much for Hector to deal with here.
Really nice connection, just enough reach.
The worst part for Nouns is they were making a smoke move at the same time, so.
Yeah, they were looking for Ace. Try and preemptively read this. This is why Hector was there in the first place. Almost gets baited by the own move. And hey, 15 minutes, we're already pushing a tier 2 with Chen to back it up on the Skelly boys.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
I think this is the part that I love about this matchup. I feel like Nouns and Gaming Gladiators have both bucked the trends when it comes to the heroes and strategy of this tournament. Nouns certainly have their own list of heroes that I think are special to them. Meanwhile, Gaming Gladiators, I mean, playstyle-wise, everybody's going like 50, 60 minutes in these games, but Gaming Gladiators, they're ending games at 25 sometimes.
This is a team that does not care what anybody else is doing right now. Yeah, they're going to speed it up. And like you said, both these teams, I think, are 2 of the faster teams this tournament. They're happy to just take these fights, win it in the mid-game. If it goes late, I mean, they always have a backup plan. And I feel like Hector is probably the better backup plan here, but man, we've seen Weaver scale a lot harder than he used to in a lot of these matchups, especially when you have a bunch of wars and Tidehunter and Chen behind you. There's also just not a huge amount of control for Pangolier in the late game. One of the things, I mean, yeah. I saw Steven talk about they knew this Pango was coming. I feel like everybody knew it was coming. And you stop it anyway.
Magnetize builds up. Kills not only the Chen, but also...
That's pretty value. Honestly, very value here. Every time you take Celery off the map, you're slowing Gaming down. You're slowing down the next... Huge amount of gold into Gunnar's pocket. Frees up the map. And Gaming were just split, right? Talking about them abusing the fact they have a very strong call. They were waiting for this Ravage to be back up. Rare misstep will cost him some time. And that is time for Hector. The lane's out, or at least 2.
He kind of has to, otherwise they're going to lose too much control over Roshan. The next objective for Gaming Gladiators on the list. They have a 3,000 net worth lead. They can take away his last remaining tower. They were going to have really good control of the Roshan pit, and you said they've got a great team to take it too.
It's just a race to the team fight item. You're looking for Radiance on Moo, you do that huge AoE damage in the fight, but you're also looking for these big auras on Gaming in the Python Celery and the BKB on DOTA2. That's a very big item for them as well. We'll make sure that they can man up in this Roach pit, deal with the Terrorize, deal with Tornado, all these AoE spells that Nouns are trying to throw on the Weaver. Pretty much useless, and you don't have the physical to burst with them yet. Who can get this Radiance untouched? I think you have a decent shot contested.
Yeah, but he's about to be ganked. Ace is going to jump forward with that Blink Dagger. Anchor already locking him down, trying to see if he can land the meteor, and he does manage to. Swashbuckle to follow it up. They've got this kill. Move's going to find his Radiance delayed even further. You saw, we have 3 different cores on Nouns that are all trying to get that next big item, but the pressure is mounting from Gaming Gladiators.
And it's just Gunnar who's really getting there. Looking for Heart on the Earth Grid. I mean, he is massive. He still had a tremendous aim here, 3-1. Pretty much untouched. But all this objective gold is just making his network not look as effective as he wanted to. So he still just wants to fight. Gunnar wants to slay here. Give him an opportunity to set it up.
But how do you fight into this 5-man ball that's coming your way from Gaming Gladiators?
I mean, you have to take the tower defense or the Roach contest. It's one of those two, which means every time you give a pick off like that Brewmaster, you miss one of those opportunities right now.
Right.
So Gunnar, he wants to push into this heart and take a fight immediately after. Also, you're rushing towards his Axe on this tangle here. A lot of extra damage and takeability coming out, and you don't have Rolling Thunder control. This Axe is gonna do work, and you like
jump onto the 2 of them with the double ravage, with the meteor. What an opportunity from Ace. Just like that, cutting 2 down right in front of your tier 3. What? Who needs a road shot?
Yeah, your shot be damned. That you died in a bad part of the map to die on right now. As Moo is struggling to get to this relic. An early glitch as well, just gonna open up this entire lane. Sword Crest and Pipe done for Celery. This Chen is massive right now. The damage to take this fight, they're almost like magic-oriented.
Yeah. This tier 3 is going to be forfeited before they even get their heroes back up. They still need another 5 for the Brewmaster to get here, but Gaming Gladiators will relent. They say, okay, we just did some serious economic damage to you, being able to kill 2 of your heroes. Once again, that Radiance is delayed. We've taken more and more property off the map, and now we could just go back to farming our side lanes again.
And the team items are just rolling in, right? I mean, Hector, at this point, he might be asking his team to, please, slow the game down. Just let me get the Scotty. We can take a good engagement, because right now, it's a lot to punch through. You give Ace another big team fight item here, you're going to have to abuse buybacks at a certain point. You need some extra firepower. Ato's done for Wells, looking for the extra setup. Another, but not pushing and really deep in your base. Gaming got obs in your base as well, so moves are very telegraphed right now. Hector's just, he struggled to get these lanes in deep.
Yeah, big difference between, I would say, K1 Hector and his Terrorblade play and Duraccio. I mean, Duraccio would be running down lanes constantly. He would die sometimes for it, but he would achieve some space. K1 Hector playing a lot more conservatively, trying to protect his own network, and it does result in some main problems here. They're going to go ahead and deal with the Tormentor, pick up a little bit of extra gold from one of their supports here. Almost killing Yamson, but this is going to be the pickup.
Not a bad shard to get if you can make it work in the fight. And work for him. He's still looking for this Radiance on Moo. That's going to be the big one for Nouns is they're finishing up that Scotty and we're ready to gun it here. Test that Roshan, which still hasn't been claimed by Gaming. If you do that, you can turn a lot of this momentum around. Put Gaming in an awkward position where the high ground just doesn't look that appetizing, and then what are you doing? What are you using with all these auras for? Race to this minute mark. Are you fast enough for Nouns? Are you willing to test this? Scotty done. It's on a pretty damn good timing here. Man, Hector, he's big. It's where you want it all to align. Have it work for you. But Gaming, they're just fast here.
Penance.
Here in time. Early momentum. Just the extra gold from the tier 3, the tier 2s that they claim. It's going to propel them into this road for free. Give it to the real hero.
They are going to give it to the real hero. Pango's going to take it. Level 15 just picked up a shard as well, so he's going to be tough to combat in these fights. He's going to get in there with the Rolling Thunder, and
a lot of damage.
Tons of damage. Just a question of whether or not Nouns can find that opening. Right? Ace gets the anchor. Really good tool to be able to lock down these mobile cores. Earthspear's going to take some damage here, but nobody's rotating on the side of Gaming Gladiators. They're just trying to scare him back because they're still making this move in the bottom lane. Duraccio wants to keep the pressure up here. They still have this last remaining tier 2 in the bottom lane.
Want to stall. Cut as many lanes as possible. Stall this push as long as possible to put Hector in the best position to take that high ground defense fight.
Anything good on it?
Will likely force the issue. Go in, try and... Your burst is just so bad. That's the one downside. But you do have kickback here, and this is great lane cutting. This is going to put Gaming in a position where you're losing some gold to force these plays. High ground goes wrong. We've seen it go very wrong in this meta.
they're actually going to skip past this tier 2 because they want the pressure in here as quick as possible. Now, Layla's going to be in some trouble here with the Inkswell coming in from the Weaver. Top of the Bramble show, they have the Meteor Hammer, lots of AoE damage. He gets off the Terrorize, but actually roll from Finn, dodges that fear, and they immediately put the damage onto Ray's Barrett. Melee's going to be dying soon. Now they're missing their timing. They still don't have that Radiance on the Brewmaster. They're not quite ready to take this engagement, and Gaming Gladiators are going to punish them for it. In fact, they're going to chase after Moo. Moo has to use the Primal Split. Otherwise, there is danger of him being locked down, but his Brew may be dying immediately. This last Brewling, it's in trouble. It's going to be chased down. He's gone. He's dead. It doesn't even matter if he has buyback if you don't have the Primal Split.
Dire's top tower is under
Still doesn't have the Radiance. That's your level 2 ult down in a flash before Hector was even willing to come back. Might just be another, I mean, the waves did get cut. That's the one upside here. So you're defending the base through the backdoor protection. Damn, you still have 3 minutes on stages. You're just giving up too many core pickoffs here. The lead's not growing, but the momentum is.
Yeah, eventually a wave is going to be protected. Gaming Gladiators will hit damage on those buildings once again. You have to come up with a team fight somehow. Eventually, you cannot concede all of these buildings, but Gaming Gladiators are giving no space to breathe whatsoever. A kick away, that's not good enough. The chain stun forward thunder is a problem for Gunnar, and even stopping by to be able to stop the damage from K1 Hector. They stun him up. And they increase the use. Let's go ahead and make sure we have the space. We don't get caught too much by Win, who may be in trouble here. Does have the Asus. This is going to be his first life. Not a big deal, especially if he can get kills out of it. Moo and K1 Hector limping along, forced to use the Sunder here onto Ace. But Aces do not seem to have the damage to threaten the heroes. Meanwhile, downs are dropping like flies out here.
I mean, it's such a fast Shivas from Ace. Just gets it up everybody. He's attack Fiora. Really hurting Hector right now. But the damage, but not the speed to get through it in a second lane at 24 minutes.
Now the overtaken Grace, 4 down. If they can get Hector out of here, they have this tier 2 up, but maybe deciding to need it to carry dies here. They might just be able to go straight for the throne. Leela's trying to limp back to the fountain. Will be able to make it. The Tors, they're going to have to use some buybacks here. A kill on DOTA2 would be crucial to holding, and now you manage to get that much.
Gotta get more.
Gunnar chasing after him, doing what he can, but afraid of the turnaround. Yam's going to try and lend him support here. Sets it up with this route into the Rolling Boulder. Do they have enough stuns to control this thing? The silence ball went up, and they do manage to get him 2 cores on the side of Gaming Gladiators as they overstep themselves, daring to tread close to the staircase of the fountain.
Those are big kills, almost 3,000 gold total, so at least you're getting something on the backswing. Like you said, still just not an entire team fight put together for now, right? We haven't seen the whole game between the Radiance Brew, which is still not just finished, by the way.
Final.
Thank God, I don't have to pray for it anymore. But now you have Radiance Brew online. You have to get these ults in sync. That's been the biggest problem. Ace is just continually forcing the issue before you're ready to take that straight 5-on-5. I mean, he instantly put that Shivas to use on the back end, and if you don't have all 5 heroes there, you lack the damage right now. That's been
just the difference in net worth despite the Midas pickup between Moo and Ace.
I mean, Moo accelerates this point, right? Yeah, talk about Chen accelerating these games. Hero benefits so much from these Raxes going down because it just sets you up for an entire other team item. Vlad's done as well, buffing up the damage here across the board. This is where this hero is absolutely terrifying. And looking down the barrel of Megas, it's going to be a hero you're thinking about game 2 no matter what. Once he gets to control the game like this, he throws you in a tough position. Going to look for a full kickoff of their own.
If they can get it, Inkswell's going to be able to help out Quinn. He rolls up, comes around now with the Rolling Thunder, and it's going to be now on the retreat. By the Soulbind. Does manage to get out the Primal Split, though, and thanks to Gunnar's cards, he does have plenty of HP. Hot here on the river, but do they really want to go for the Tidehunter first? He is untouchable.
Absolutely invincible at this point, and Ace knows that this is not even a fight Hector showed up to.
He's going to chase after Moo here, see if he can get him.
Racho on the back.
Anchor on his way out. Now the real Brewmaster is revealed. They do manage to jump on Duracho here, and they turn this around. The BKB activated to buy Duracho, but a Glimmer Cape might just get moved out of here. Duracho searching, won't find anything. Ace, he's not going to jump in. No need to at this point in time. They still cannot hit that bottom lane, that final lane of Barracks just yet. There's still this Q in their way. So.
Yeah, look at the top wave. Hector got it all the way in. So you have a catapult pressuring the tier 2 for gaming right now that Duracho has to go back and clean up here. I like that fight a lot better than some of these other right by their tier 3 that translated into breaking that base first. Take a fight on gaming side of the map, even if it goes a little wrong for you like that, you're not getting punished for it. now maybe we can trade an opening elsewhere with Dyrachyo having gone back to the other side of the map. Maybe misses some heroes here.
Yeah, this is a big slip up here for Gaming Gladiators if they lose these heroes. There's so many from Nouns being brought to the table. They need to be able to lock down Ace, but he's so tanky and he has the mobility. The force time they're going to try and hit this terrorize onto Quinn. Couldn't roll up in time. Gets hit by that first. The chain stuns are here. Gunnar locks it down, and there's another pickup for Nouns. Another wreck for Nouns to take in this game.
That's a very big one, and it's a great read of the map. This is all Hector setting that up. He gets that top lane in, you take a fight, nobody dies, it gives you room, and then you get the punish on the other side of the map with Gaming not respecting the fact that, hey, there's an unlimited chase down hero on the side of Nouns, right? That is the power that Earth Spirit gives you with the stone. Yeah. Gunnar's gonna chase you, he's gonna catch you, he's gonna sink somebody into the dirt here. And more gold into Hector's pocket, more damage coming online. If you can get to the full super edge here, all of a sudden your front line is away if you're Tidehunter. The control can suddenly be there, you can chain stun Ace. The armor's still gonna be a problem, but you're starting to find the solutions here, and this lead back down to 9K. This is all you're trying to do in the game right now if you're now. The economic damage to a minimum and prevent Gaming from getting to that last lane of racks, which is a real uphill battle if they get a free megas.
But you know, Gaming Gladiators, they see these pickoffs, and it is a wake-up call for them. They're going to go ahead and try and clean up the lanes, but they're also going to group up a little bit more.
Gunnar trying to break the smoke here. Gets scanned, so Ace knows.
Roll away. Is it in time? Gets him on the anchor. Nobody's going to be able to deal with this. Oh, good force tap down to the cliff. They need to be able to deal with this anchor still. Earth Spirit this far away. He still has that Hardy's free tank, but Dyrachyo is shredding him pretty quickly. Does manage to roll outside and into his base. Dyrachyo just not quite in front of him. And that's going to be a BKB used.
Yeah, that's all the way down to 6 seconds already. It doesn't feel like we've seen a fight where he got to use it at all. And it's down to the minimum. How much Nouns have been cutting out this fight. And another fight where Ace did not want to pull the trigger on the Ravage there. Feels like Gunnar's either slightly too tanky or maybe he has a buyback and they get in a weird, awkward position. But like you're talking about breathing room, that's some more breathing room right now for Nouns as they hold this game steady. And now they're looking for their own kickoff. Once more, Gunnar will find the catch.
With this beautiful combination, Bedlam rolling boulder, but the heroes are tanky. Got off the pipe, and now it's a problem. Gunnar, half health, rolling thunder, completely chain setting him down. No way to be able to get out. Now they're scrambling here. K1 Hector, he's going to be in some trouble.
Buyback from Gunnar.
Trying to fight back into these heroes, but he is lacking in the teammates to do so. The buybacks are going to be coming in. They do manage to get off the thunder, but immediately time-lapse rectifies that bit of damage. Gunnar rolls back. It's done, but K1 Hector needs to be able to retreat. This Tidehunter is constantly playing in his face, constantly slowing him down. And K1 Hector, he's going to go for a desperate TP away. The damage are going to come too quickly, though. And now Nouns are left perhaps broken as they have 3 heroes dead with no buyback and
that's exactly what Gunnar is trying to do right now. He says, Yamson, make as much space as possible. I will try and clear up some lanes. With this buyback that yielded nothing, there's just no damage on the board here. Ace just runs through all of them, does not give a damn.
Yeah, but if
Dyrachyo gets clean up.
It's just so much different, right? The pickoffs on the Pango when he's alone, sure, damage looks okay, but then you get these 5 heroes all grouped up around this pipe and these auras.
That was a fight where Gunnar found the Chen first. This is supposed to be the target you want to kill at the start of a fight. 2008, he was pipe, had sword. It's not even that easy. Hell, even the overcoat doing some work here for Celery is just way too easy. This is a beautiful Chen game right now. You are running out of damage. You ever had it on the side of Nouns. That's going to be a 31-minute mega.
And I love the fact that they just back away immediately. They're going to deal with further objectives. They've got Tormentor. They've got Roshan coming up. They are not going to give an opening to Nouns and let them climb back the game like they did earlier. Learning from those mistakes, they stay grouped up. They will back away. Roshan is going to be spawning in just 15 seconds time. Nouns, well, they're going to have to be playing against Megas for the rest of the game.
We have seen our fair share of Megas come back at TI.
True, but I'm not sure if I've seen any this early. 30-minute Mega Creep.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Now they're going to make that comeback. It's going to be a long haul game. It's going to be another 40 minutes or something like that, which we've seen a lot of those games. But again, Gaming Gladiators, that's just not their MO. They don't let you get to those late games if they can help it, and they're a great position to be able to end it as they take this Roshan, get the extra Aegis. One final push is all it can take.
Walk walking into 5 of you and going, what's up?
Yeah.
I mean, what has been the answer from the entire game? And it's supposed to be this silver edge on Hector. I think that's the one big difference maker here. Get the break in, and then all of a sudden you can stack the magic damage, the magnetize, all these debuffs on Ace. Maybe you have a chance of bringing the Titan down. Damn, it's just gotten delayed here as Hector is still searching for the damage, still searching for the levels as well. When you don't win the fights like this, you just fall behind. He's only level 6.
Yeah, and we're seeing the
17.
The carry ability of the Weaver. You talked about how this hero scales so much better than maybe it used to. He's got an MKB complete, and he's now level 22. He's got the plus 90 Geminate attack damage.
Plus the shard. This is just huge power point for Zeracho. Absolutely going to and all 5 of you in the fight if you just through. Downs will take the smoke wrap. Pretty heads-up play if they can find the support on the backside.
What are they looking for here?
Grimstroke, Chen, that's it. Gotta find the squishies, take them out, get a numbers advantage.
Supports are bust, but they have the scan. Gaming Gladiators made the read, and now they know they're outside of position here. They're gonna pounce on it. Gaming Gladiators wrenching like a book, and they will slam that book shut as they get these 2 pickups, and into the base they go to now finish it off.
Quinn just burning Hector's man out as well. I mean, everything is around Ace. Go with it.
His middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
His jump, man, has led you very far. He'll continue to lead you farther here.
Again, it's up to you, Gunnar. He just has to go and put shredded. That heart doesn't mean anything for him anymore.
So much on tank meta. Yeah, game 1 in the books here with a very, very fast 10 lineup from Gaming. And if you're down, you're going into game 2, you're thinking, how do we slow this team down, right? That is all you're thinking about right now. Is it heroes? Is it players? Is it a playstyle thing? Do we need stronger lanes? Or auras of our own? Something has to happen, though, because Gaming have shown they're not afraid to push these games high ground 20 minutes.
That's the part I love.
You don't have to outspam if you don't have the lane shove. You just get pushed down.
Yep. I love the fact that Gaming Gladiators are showing that there is a way to be able to